How's it going?
After years and years of building, chipping away, we have finally made it to the last 2 episodes of season 2 of Degrassi Dissected. Basically, I'm gonna look at every Degrassi episode ever, and I'm gonna decide, break it down for all that it is worth to see, does it represent the message, the lesson, the idea that it's trying to get across, and I'm gonna grade it on a scale. That's what I've been doing. That's the show. Hi, welcome. And maybe tears are not enough, part 1. Part 2, hopefully it just leaves us in an interesting place for us to then re-enter when we come in at season 3.
The exam I'm really dreading? Science.
Tell me about it. Science is totally my worst subject.
Craig and Ashley being little friendly buddy buddies. Now we did the Shakespearean play together. We really showed it to that Shakespeare. Hey, Shakespeare, your play is sexist, you even though Shakespeare was a very progressive voice of the time and wrote many plays that explored gender norms, class rulings, and the relationship we have with the monarch and the government itself. That brought Craig and Ashley together. What also brings people together, the dreaded fear of exams. I can't take tests. I have other things to worry about. I have my own social development to worry about. I have to worry about if I'm quite literally turning into the person I want to be. I don't have time for exams.
Maybe you need a little help from your old science study partner.
Oh no, Greg's out! Big alarms. Greg's abusive piece of shit father is now back in Degrassi. Hopefully, Joey can bail us out of this one again.
Hi, Ashley. Nice to meet you. And you...
Sean, my boy, whatever you say about him, he f***ing sticks up for his friends. He knows Craig's dad is a piece of shit, and he's right there for it. You get no respect from me, sir. No respect. Begotten child trauma that festers within all of us. See, the human psyche can only take so much pressure before we...
Can I give you a lift home?
I live with Joey now.
We can catch up on the way. Dinner tomorrow night? You...
Bro, take a hint, dude.
think.
Craig, just think about it.
You don't have to be such a fucking tight ass. I'm your dad. We're cool. Sure, we had a rocky past, but we're good now, right, Craigie?
Tell me again why I need to know about genetics.
So you can clone me and I can be a million places at once.
We got a little shaky cam in here. I like when we switch up filming styles. We're in a different environment. We're at Craig's home. It's a little chaotic. Beauty filters on that just smear Vaseline all over the screen. I'm enjoying the handheld work. Makes it feel a little more intimate.
Ange, sweetie, finish your cereal. Come on.
Wanna.
Oh, okay, well, have some orange juice then, okay? Come on. Come on.
Angela, careful!
From my perspective, it sort of kind of looked like Joey threw it. Let's get a playback. I'll slow it down. We can really examine it.
Okay, well, have some orange juice then, okay? Come on.
Joey, you should have had a better grip on it. And if the girl doesn't want to drink her OJ, you don't have to make her, my dude. Good father, a little pushy on the orange juice. This could have been avoided. I think maybe she's an espresso girl. Let's stop by Dunkin'.
Why don't you earn your allowance today? Come home early and clean up around here.
Oh, come on, Craig. Why don't you clean up your house, Craig? Come on, buddy. Why don't you do more? Showing the plight of the one-parent household. Now, I'm not saying that you need both parents in order to be a well-rounded, functioning kid, but you do need a parent that has the time to invest into you personally. Being a parent is a full-time job, apparently. I've heard from people, from not me, not a parent, when I have kids. Not even if...
It's okay, it's okay.
I just wanted you to drink your orange juice, Angie. Why are you crying?
Does anyone have any questions?
Hasalakos! Banner, I see those eyes. I see where you're going with that.
Without Hatzalakos.
I'm trying to concentrate.
Jesus, oh my god. Who the fuck is this guy? He has a full shadow on his face. I personally don't remember too many fully grown adults chilling around in the classrooms other than the teacher. I also don't remember my teacher and shaking her fanny in front of everyone.
You two don't have the best relationship?
We talk on the phone once in a while, but yesterday, it's the first time I've seen him in months.
Relationship understander. If there's one person that can give you advice about any relationship problem you may be having, 100% Ashley. Glad they toned down her eyes though. God damn.
People can change.
Look at her. And speaking up for abusers, all the teachers today, finale baby, we spare no expenses. Liberty showing off that she is a good little student, more so than JT, who had not studied. If you're trying to copy off the test, do it to the person next to you, not from across the classroom. What is she gonna do? What the f? Let's see that again. Wow, they go so hard on the hacky sack in this school. Liberty, I need your help. I'm stupid.
I know what you're gonna ask. So, do you want my tutoring help or not?
Part of the issue with these two-part episodes is that everything feels so slow and like all the actors are just at half speed, sitting with them in silence for so long. I like that we go different places. I like that we get outside of the school, but it is just paced horribly.
I've done this operation thousands of times. You're a very healthy woman.
What kind of doctor is he? Just doctor?
Hey.
Just operating doctor?
I'll be right back when we go, okay?
Don't you have an operation, sir? Where were they wheeling that woman off to, if not to the operation table?
How's life up at boarding school?
Boarding school?
Your dad didn't tell me you were back in town? Well, it'll do your father good. First smile I've seen on him since you left.
Since Craig left, sounds like Mr. Dr. Fergie is not really being honest with his coworkers. I don't know why he would be like, yeah.
Abused my son, he left me. All I did was hit the kid and threatened to kill him. Don't know what went wrong.
Why is this woman just taking a nap in the hallway? Don't they have rooms in Canada?
You know, you leaving was a huge wake-up call for me. I got myself into anger management.
The relationship with abusive parents is one that is extremely difficult. They put together the genetic material that made you, for better or for worse. Can be ambivalent to that. It does not matter. You are forever entangled with this person, regardless if you want to be or not. Have to parse that out with your feelings of this person who also took that trust and tore it up in front of you. You have to parse your innate connection to this other human being and your emotional need to separate from them. And these two things come into conflict again and again. So I understand the tough spot that Craig is in to give his father a second chance to even meet with him at this dinner. But I also understand the cynical skepticism that Craig is displaying in his face when his father says he has changed and woken up. It's refreshingly nice to see Craig making choices on his own, choosing to go to the hospital, choosing to sit down at dinner with his father. It's good to see Craig actually going through these moments of change. I just wish the pacing was better in these two-part episodes.
Do have a fever, baby.
Oh no, Angie's got a fever? Joey, was it the orange juice? Was it because she didn't have her vitamin D? Oh no, oh no, oh no, Angie. Gotta force that kid to drink her orange juice no matter what. We can't have her getting sick like this.
Ange got sick at ballet tonight. I come home, this place is still a disaster.
Sure, Joey,
Craig, I need
blame
your help around
ballet.
here.
Fine. You still want me to clean up?
That would be helpful. Thank you.
Oh no, Joey's the abusive one now.
Okay.
You're supposed to be a good father. You're supposed to have patience, Joey. What are you doing? You're pushing Craig away. You're treating Craig like his father treated him. Craig's father is now treating Craig better than Joey currently is. Craig manic depressive? Is he bipolar? Dissociate identity disorder? Drink that orange juice? I love that the orange juice is like a motif in this. That both Craig and his father are sharing it now. Angie denied the orange juice, basic human needs in which her father is trying to give to her, where Craig is now accepting nourishment. He is now accepting necessary vitamins.
I only could figure out what the coaster's for.
Whoa, little flashes of the man he used to be, not necessarily the man he's telling Craig that he is. That's just gonna be normal. He's gonna be like, Craig, what's wrong? Craig, what are you doing? You don't trust me? I
just
hate
don't
that you
want
don't
rings
trust
on the
me.
table.
You can see the anger in his eyes. It's deep down. It's sunken in there.
Okay, I have to go to this dance with Liberty. What about my dream? Paige.
Even after everything Paige has told JT in the last episode about her sexual assault, JT is still fantasizing about taking her to the dance. Kind of weird, given your guys' relationship and how it's evolved over the past episode.
Capitals of Europe. Albania, Tirana.
Damn, you have to learn f***ing capitals, countries up in there? We barely learn our f***ing state capitals here in the States is where I live. I'm American.
I mean, it's not even I know it's not a real date, but I just want something you'll like.
I think they're good for each other. I think she'll hold him accountable. And I also think that he'll help her loosen up a little bit. You know, she's a little tight sometimes.
In my day, we were lucky enough to get pencils. You get your geography exam online.
Who is this? Going into Hasalako's room right now, taking the exams. And then who the is this? Back in my day, we barely got pencils, and now you get to take it on a computer. Ooh, technology! You can't just bring a new teacher out.
It's turning out to be one of the best days of my life.
I'm thrilled for you, sweet potato.
Love that she called him a sweet potato. Love that she matched her shirt to her eyeliner. Love that she has her tinted glasses around her neck. Icon, f***ing queen.
JT!
Cocked, blocked by the Liberty Bell. Renan once again.
The $1 million question, read the dance.
The Hawaiian Surf Paradise.
Heather Sinclair's title, not mine.
Heather St. Clair, where has she been? Oh my God. You haven't even referenced her in ages. I forgot that she was a character that's never there. The character that's in the background always and forever. There are stories here you don't get to witness.
Do you want to help Liberty pick out an outfit? She's my date.
Paige, your girl, you can help Liberty, right? That's what we need. She needs help picking out a dress. All right, Liberty, I know I didn't ask you before if you would want Paige's help, but it looks like you're gonna get it now, girl.
Dad, what are you doing here?
I just want to see how you did on the exam.
I should go. Nice to see you, Dr. Manning.
Nice to see you too, Allison.
Domestic abuse is not funny, should never be made a joke, and should never be made light of. But him calling Ashley Allison may be the funniest thing that has ever happened on the show. It makes me tear down my fucking set. I'm sorry, this episode just keeps catching me off guard, and I just keep losing my shit over it. I will try and rein myself in for the duration of this episode. I've been recording for over an hour, and we're only 13 minutes in. He just tried to, like, eat her out of the air. What was that? Straight up tried to take a bite out of her. Are we crazy cats up in here? The one thing I've always known about Craig, he is a true gamer. Playing it up here. I like that. Because if you played it where you were actually playing the controller, it'd be down here. This doesn't read. You can't tell what I'm doing down here. Why do you think I'm always talking up here? So you know exactly where my hands are at all times.
Please, I've got the chicken pox.
The chicken pox. That's pretty serious.
Joey, you're late.
Yeah, I know it's late, Craig, but I got a potential sale here.
Hours don't work regularly when you're on a used car lot, Craig. Life goes by pretty fast here when you're out on the Degrassi circuit. It's what he was born to do. It's what he needs. It's in his DNA. It's in his bones, his blood. He is a salesman. Does your dad not have a pager? Does the restaurant not have a phone? Is he literally getting a phone call right now and I cut it off?
May I bring you anything?
No.
For the 10th time, I'm waiting for someone, okay?
I'm waiting, you dumb communication.
Dad, sorry. Joey got held up.
Sit. I need a little present.
Is he gonna propose?
It's time for you to come home, Craig. I mean, Joey's was necessary.
My
potential
friends are there.
But look at your
Mainly
study
Joey
situation.
and Angie.
It is not stable.
I've grown quite fond of them.
You know,
There's an anger, a disappointment, just boiling underneath.
And you're right, Joey is better for you. Settle for some interesting little goth girl.
Don't talk about Ashley like that.
And one day, you can take over the car lot.
Okay, things are escalating a little bit. I thought it was going to be part 2. We'd be dealing with the realization, the sad coming forth that his dad hasn't really changed. He hasn't really evolved past the person that he was prior. He took it too far by not only attacking Joey, hardworking American business owner. I don't know why I called him American. Of course he's Canadian. Is there anything more noble of a trade than used cars? Just let him be with Allison, dude. So in a moment of heated exchange, Craig gave his dad a little shove, and in response, in retaliation, Craig's dad a bitch slapped him so far it sent Craig straight down to hell. What did I do? I will say, domestic abuse, once again, not funny, but the depiction of it can be a little humorous, especially when it is so over the top and it escalates so goddamn quickly. I'm feeling maybe like the first episode that showed their dynamic was a little more realistic and a little more grounded, where this, for me, is going a little too much, since for me, I'm getting a little more comedy out of this.
Craig, I'm so sorry.
Who could have seen this coming? Craig, I don't know how this could have even happened.
You were gonna say? Because that's what you've always said!
Oh no, Craig's going full Joker. He could have had a good life. He could have grown up stable. Sure, he would have had some rough times at Joey's. But now, he's unhinged. There is no pulling him back. There's no reining him in.
Dad, you're the one who screws up! Tomorrow, I want us to go to Children's Aid, and I want to make sure I never have to see him again.
No one's ever gonna look at me bad again, Joey. I'm gonna tear this entire city apart.
Who will be laughing then?
This is where I need to be for good. What if that's him?
Is that? Is that him? Unmarked cops showing up in their f***ing vests. In America, we honor our cops by giving them as many fancy, shiny things they can put on themselves at once. Bad casting here. Joey, though, Joey has a bit of a thumb head. Maybe if he was taller.
I don't know how to tell you this.
Wait, is he dead? Did Dad die?
Dad had an accident last night.
Oh no,
He's in
driving.
the hospital?
That son of a bitch is in the hospital? I'm gonna go f***ing kill himself. Much more serious than that, Joey.
Didn't make it.
Ooh, wish I could say I'm sorry. What a note to end on our part 1. Tears are not enough. Gregory trying to reconnect with his father, even though his father don't deserve it, but Daddy proven to be a caring figure once more. Craig giving him a chance only to be betrayed once again. Seems like his problems are taken care of now, so inherit that money. Let's turn this frown upside down. Now, I'm gonna hold off on grading this episode until we see the part 2. It is unfair and unjust of me to give a final grading on something that is not done. While I did enjoy seeing the complications that Craig has been going through, I think this development is a little disappointing. But let's see in part 2 how he compartmentalizes, how he grows, now knowing that his father, the guy that he fought last, denied a relationship with, is now gone forever. Who's this guy? Is this a guy that was like, hey, I'm glad you're and all the ugly chicks. Leave the pretty ones for us. Of course, this is a different douchebag. I can't tell I have face blindness to secondary characters.
Guys? Craig Manning's father died over the weekend.
What are they gonna do about it? Isn't that up to
Craig's
Craig
okay,
to tell people?
right?
Come on, guys.
Sorry I'm late, sir.
Oh, Oh, what are you doing? You've already done some of your exams. I'm sure you can make up the Simpson exam in your own time, coming off hours. You don't have to be here. And he's gonna be like, I'm fine. I didn't even like my dad. And it's gonna get to such a crucial point that he's gonna have to admit, okay, I'm sad, I'm hurt, I need help.
I'm Craig.
And we all just like, keep on going. We're just like, Craig, you're fine. We were just talking about you. Welcome in. Come on, take a seat. Awesome. It's going to be a wild episode. I love it. Whenever Craig is on his mania shit, you know we're in for a good episode. A Hawaiian luau dance tonight. I am excited. Gonna get Terry shit-faced again, Paige.
Happy way to end.
Wait, where is Terry? Where is Terry? Terry!
You know?
By popular demand, she's back.
Spinning me, luau king and queen.
Spinners who you're hoping for to be your king, who's been wearing the same sweatshirt for like 3 years. And he's been working hard in the cafeteria. Maybe they can afford a very nice dinner at the PF chains. Which bill do the appetizers go on?
So one of them will get
Whoever's mom gave them money. That's the truth.
Yeah, my dad actually did something worthwhile for me. He's a good study partner.
Look, we're really sorry to hear about your dad, man.
Guys, I'm fine.
Guys,
hey, I'm the lucky one.
What are you
my dad
talking
died.
about? I'm fine.
I walked away with a scratch.
You were in the car.
I thought you weren't.
We're like speeding down the highway. My dad's mad. And we hit. Hard.
You're not buying this, are you guys? Guys.
Guys, I was at Joey's when it happened.
Scott, I almost thought you were in the car when your dad died. Good thing it was just him who died.
Yo, cafeteria boy, you better hurry. You're gonna be late for work.
Classes, elitists, putting down the working man. My boy Spinner, he's in a hairnet. He's getting his life together. He's wearing prison orange. I do not disparage Spinner for trying to make something out of himself. Also, I understand there's still a little bit of tension about Spinner trying to sell his unspecified, unbranded, unmarked MP3 player, the fucking Lecturati of MP3 players. Spinner did try to sell it. Jimmy found that out. They are no longer friends. Maybe they might be a little antagonistic to one another.
Go ahead, laugh it up, but you won't be laughing when I'm voted luau king.
Okay. I will be laughing when you get crowned luau king. I would laugh if anyone got crowned luau king. What does that even mean? The king of the luau. You're not cooking anything. You're not dancing. Why do you get to be the king? If anything, you're the guest of honor. We voted during lunch for like president and what have you, but it was on paper ballots. We weren't using any of this e-voting technology. I don't trust it personally. They could rig the code. You saw that Toby himself was in the code. So I don't particularly trust this method of voting. And do you vote per one? Or do you vote per like group? The king I want, and then scroll down to the queen I want. And if it's a vote of individuals, then why did you sign up as a pair?
It's nothing personal, Paige. There's 20 couples on this list.
Yeah, and only one from 9th grade.
20
You're
couples.
splitting
They're
our
all
vote.
couples.
People can vote.
And they're the only one from 9th grade. 9th grade, they won't have a chance then. Upper graders gonna win, you weirdos. Why do you think you got a chance? You're a good person, but you're not the best of people.
Doesn't matter anyway. Let's be some stupid luau.
That's why I love you.
Toby! On the brakes! Can't be saying the L word, buddy. Not in class. Craig, take this house. This is a beautiful little setup. Cozy little neighborhood. Property values might be a little more than you can afford. All right, Craig, let's clean this whole house up. This entire house. Let's do it. Let's go. I brought one box in with me. Hey, they eat orange juice just like me. I love Joey. Honestly, just getting a full 2 episodes featuring Joey, enough for me to give both of these episodes A+. Oh my God, that's where he got out of bed.
And in God's house forevermore, my dwelling place shall be.
When did we get religious? Is that why his father was such an asshole? Are we drawing parallels between the patriarchal systems suggested in biblical and religious texts and how that affects your entire outlook and viewpoint on your children and your family and how you treat them? We're at a
Praise
funeral.
our Lord.
That makes sense. They're always religious
God
at
be with us
funerals, and I'm like, what's going on? Don't do this shit at my funeral. I'd be very, very cross. God damn. Does the principal of the school usually attend the funeral of the estranged father of one of their students?
This last role was the most important.
It was his baby boy. It was Gregory. Craig's gonna be weird. Don't be weird, Craig. Sorry, buddy. He's just having a Joker moment. I'm just gonna take him outside, let him laugh it out of his system, and then I'll bring him back in when he's not a threat. Love that Sean showed up in a denim jacket. Ashley doesn't look like she changed anything. Emma looks like she's about to take the stand.
Can you believe that?
Craig, you and your father had a complicated relationship.
Yeah, he beat me. Not gonna do that again now, is he?
Feelings of abuse, especially from a parent, can leave you feeling a little weird, especially if you are suffering from mental illness, such as Craig is. For better or worse, psychology is weird. People are dumb. We don't handle trauma well. Some of us do, but there's no real healthy way to handle trauma. We can only hope to utilize the people around us as a resource in order to embolden ourselves and build up the tools that we need to cope on a day-to-day basis. I don't agree with how he's acting in this moment, but I also completely understand how he got to this point, this stage of his psyche.
It's disturbing. The coffin's right there and Craig's laughing.
Funerals are stressful.
Funerals are stressful. Sometimes people laugh and shit. You don't get it. I thought you were dark. I thought you were gothy. Thought you were into the macabre.
Hey, save the film for tonight. When Ash and I win the luau crown. Yeah, this is our night. Everyone's gonna know it.
Really good chances. Really good chances against 20 other couples. Good luck to you guys. I like how Ellie is even hiding it on her face. She's just like, I didn't even know you could do that. I didn't even know you could make your eyebrows purple. Ashley has the best faces. Oh no, this is gonna go poorly. Who's paying for this? Why did Spinner agree to this? And everyone's gonna know it's fake because there's no sun in Canada. An alluring mystical creature that lies behind the gray clouds above. We don't need tanning beds such as this, for the natural UV rays of the sun radiates our skin. Sometimes a little too much.
Do I really have to pull the lid down because I'm kind of claustrophobic?
Why are you here then? You brought this on yourself, my dude. If you get Final Destination 3'd in there, that is on you, my dude. I like how he's wearing the saggiest shorts possible, too.
I'll tan my way, you tan yours.
Oh no, don't give him the spray on. Also, Spinner, control your fucking anxiety, dude. Just because you're upset, just because you want to go, doesn't mean you have to ruin it for Paige.
Oh, hope you don't mind, but I borrowed one of your old shirts.
Wow. It's a good-looking shirt,
Hey, listen, before
Craig.
you go to... Look, I hate to bring this up, but we have to go over what you're going to say tomorrow with Children's Aid.
Is that Child Protective Services Children's Aid? They give aid to children of Canada. I'm sure there's like political shit behind it. I don't really know. And for that, I found you, my good people. I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up. Cast your vote for Degrassi.
All right, we're casting votes at the school. They have a computer system set up. Let's go. I'm rooting for this guy. Honestly, he has an attitude so laid back that I'm like, of course, Craig doesn't need to be king. I do not want Craig ruling over any lands or people.
Aloha, and welcome to Degrassi Island.
What are you laughing at? Your lame attempt at stealing our votes?
Couldn't you feel if your skin was burning? Very much like Spinner, am extremely claustrophobic, and I don't think I would do well in that little UV coffin, in that little cancer coffin you got going over there. So when I'm outside under the sun, I can feel my skin sort of tinging. I can feel my skin going, ooh. So why we keep having the little mix up in movies and shows where it's like, oh, went too far. Well, isn't there a person there who's like, okay, it's been 15 minutes. They're probably done. The children are probably done in our UV machines.
I don't have to steal anything tonight. But hey, maybe Spin could try. Dude, like ancient history.
Why haven't you gotten over that I stole your shit and tried to sell it behind your back, dude? You're goddamn MP3 player. Grow up, Jimmy.
Spin, if you want to win, stop doing that robot thing.
Because the dancing is going to determine, like, I'm at a dance. I am not up for king or queen. I am my own self, my own beautiful, gorgeous, and I am at this dance with a cute boy. We are gonna get on the floor and shake our boogie little woogies. I, at this point, go, okay, they're dancing poorly. My vote is waning on them. I was greeted by Jimmy and Hazel at the beginning, and they did give me a lay, so I'm sort of leaning towards them. Why is my mic so dirty? Oh my god. I am really sitting with a tough decision here. I, as an undecided voter, am in a position where I don't know who I shall cast my vote for. I love this woman so much. Pumpkin half vest. She's wearing a black undershirt with a black boots with a leather wristband on. She has a black lei around her neck. Ashley, I appreciate you. Why didn't they coordinate? Ashley, you didn't coordinate with Craig. He didn't really try for the luau. Craig, I'm not saying you're putting in no effort, but I'm saying it is a pretty low effort.
The time has come. The votes are in for the luau king and queen.
I personally am on pins and needles.
Thanks to Toby Isaacs and Kendra Mason for all their hard work on this.
They're the true kings and queens. The true kings and queens.
From Ashley Kerwin and Greg Madden.
Never mind. Looking back at my school days, if someone was just like weird enough and like gothy enough and just like did their shit, their vibe, I think we rewarded them. Vote for Ashley. She's insane. Have you ever seen her in the hallway? She recites poetry as she breaks up with dudes. I love this girl. Voting for her. I don't even care if she is with Crazy Pants. He gets my vote too. Yes, it is very sad about his dad. Not as sad as Hazel's little pouty face over here. Jimmy's amused though. Jimmy's like, okay, as long as it wasn't Spinner. Oh no, Craig's gonna lose it. Craig, where are you going? Craig, Craig, why are you pushing through us? Craig, what are you doing? I love this guy that pats him on the back. Hell yeah, buddy. Did it.
What?
Do you see it now? Craig is not right. So while you might pat him on the back and reward him with being Luau King, you're all complicit in his breakdown.
Where have you been? They're waiting for a dance. Craig, are you okay?
No.
I'm just really tired.
Look at him.
Miss Goth, Miss Doom and Gloom, sick of you. And everyone just being concerned.
Craig. Okay, Craig, you do not vandalize and tear down our beautiful construction paper mural.
Cool down.
How about, we don't follow him? How about I, the principal, who just witnessed a student tear down an entire mural and go fucking batshit crazy on a crowd of people before running down a hall by himself? No, I, the principal, I'm just gonna use my best judgment and think he's fine. Raditz, you were at the funeral. You saw how he reacted. Terry? Wasn't expecting Terry. If anyone has your back as a friend, if anyone's gonna be sympathetic to you, it's my girl Terry over here. Let's hear what she has to say.
What's wrong with me?
You're dying.
Nothing. You're angry and you're sad.
I sort of disagree with Terry on that front. I think there is something severely wrong with Craig. Even in a state of extreme emotional trauma and turmoil, he is still acting out in a way that I feel is unsafe for those around him.
When my mom died, I was at my friend's birthday party. I was having a great time.
Hell yeah.
And then my dad came to tell me.
And you're like, Dad, why didn't you wait till you picked me up in the morning, you f***ing dick?
Because I couldn't play pin the tail on the donkey.
That's what you missed out on? I understand if they were just cutting the cake and then you pulled me away. I understand if we were about to watch a spooky movie together, but pin the tail on the donkey that you regret you missed out on because of your mom.
That's a fun game when you're a little kid.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It wasn't until later that it hit. She was dead.
No notes. This is really good writing.
Dad died. I wanted him gone. So why am I crying now that he is?
'Cause you love him.
I suppose that could be an answer. I still think underlying mental illness is a factor in that, but who am I to say? No, they're fine. He's just crying it off.
I'm worried.
Dude, what plague do you have? I think it's these flowers.
They're not real flowers, though.
Oh, losers.
Hey, you. You don't get to come in here while we're bonding, we're having conversation, take a picture of us unprompted, and call us losers. It's the end of the season. We spent 22 episodes with these kids growing up over the school year. We've been through so much. Craig ran off, tore the sign down, had a big cry, had a conversation with Terry, and Ashley stood there in the corner like a sad sack of shit. Say you're sorry, dude.
I think we owe everyone a dance. You can ask.
Ask what?
How I'm doing.
Feels like a trap. You can ask me how I'm doing. I won't go psycho. Be a little more skeptical. Be like, hey, dude, what the hell was that, my guy?
Better.
I'm glad you're better. I'm still shaking over here. Pause. Don't you dare start season 3 yet. Here's Are Not Enough, part 1 and part 2. Exploring Craig Ferguson and his relationship with his father, bringing a close to their storyline by killing the father, and then spending our part 2, our second episode, dealing with the emotional weight and fallout of losing his dad. Craig is a person that needs positive affirmation because he is probably suffering from some sort of manic depression. It may be a little out of his control. So I say Terry telling him that there's nothing wrong with him, probably the worst part of the episode, the message, the part where we're supposed to see Craig coming to terms with himself. The overall message is, no, you're an abusive father. You just loved him. Because my mom died too, and I loved her. Even though my relationship with my mom is completely different than your relationship with your dad, and I've had more time to comprehend my feelings with. I do really like that they took the 2 episodes to explore 2 very distinct stages of Craig's emotional state with his father. He's dealing with those complicated feelings of trying to move on without his dad even being a possibility in his life anymore. It's a double-edged sword. Yes, your abuser is gone, but their chance at redemption is also gone as well. Where does that leave Craig for season 3? Hopefully he'll get better, or he'll probably get worse. I'm glad to see that Spinner, Paige, Hazel, and Jimmy seem to kind of be grouping back together. I like their friendship dynamic a whole lot. They all seem to be doing fine. We didn't really get a follow-up with Liberty and JT at the dance. Friendships have changed, dynamics have changed in these last couple episodes, but I think we're set up for season 3 and the dynamics to come then. I will rate Here's Are Not Enough as a solid A- finale. Craig took things into his own hands, that he made the choice to go visit his dad. He made the choice to try and forgive his father. Part 2 was a little shakier. I'm not sure if the message is the correct one to resonate. I don't think Rad has handled it well, and I have issues with how far and quickly they push Craig to that extreme place of stress, and then how quickly they pulled him out of it. Hi, I've had a wonderful time going over season 2 of Degrassi. I'm very excited to dig into season 3 and everything that it had. Will Toby still slay? Will Manny ever become a real character? These are the questions that will only be answered as we journey forward, so I hope you'll join me. I hope we can continue going through this. I'm Grayson Todd. Thank you for watching. Have a very special day. Keep it swazzy, keep it posy, watch some good shit, and I guess I'll catch you on the flip side. Cool. Okay. Whatever. Fuck it. I'm done. Oh, fuck me.